Colorado weather is behaving itself at the moment. We do have some clouds streaming up out of a rather vigorous storm system that's in Arizona and New Mexico. We'll tell you what that means for Colorado coming up just a little bit later on.
But we start with a look at the day to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr., and Bill has more on our front page.
Thousands of marchers turned out to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday today. It was a day of joy in many ways, but one that was marred by violence. The rally came so close to ending peacefully, but at the last minute, a portion of the crowd erupted. News 4's Suzanne McCarroll is here with more. Suzanne?
Well, Bill, it began, as you said, with a choir singing gospel in the park. Martin Luther King words rang out: peace, nonviolence. All went well until the final moments. And then the sounds changed dramatically. Shouts, canisters of tear gas being lobbed into the crowd. A very peaceful, happy day throughout most of the rally. Only at the conclusion were some folks able to forget, and they did forget, Martin Luther King's sentiment. The changing face of the day is on our front page today. A crisp morning, thousands turn out. There's music. There are families here hoping to teach their children about Martin Luther King.
I think this is important for the kids to be here, to see the unity, to learn about Dr. Martin Luther King's words so that we can actually live the message.
Parents realize the children may get some other lessons when they march by the KKK rally.
There are people who will discriminate against you simply because of the color of your skin, but you've got to be strong to overcome that.
I would hope that their opportunities are better than my opportunities were, and that they won't face some of the discrimination that I've faced in my life.
The marchers slowly wind their way toward the Capitol. Craig Bonham tried to explain to his young daughter the contradicting messages of the day. She seems to understand.
If they still can't, accept it, that we're equal, then that's just too bad with them.
It's at the end of the march, at the end of the KKK rally, that Martin Luther King's words are forgotten. Police escort the KKK from the Capitol into an underground tunnel that goes to a nearby building. Buses are there waiting for the Klan. It is at that point the crowd becomes agitated. The confrontation begins. A police car is overturned. Police quickly put on their riot gear. Then police use tear gas on the crowd. The crowd begins throwing snowballs, bottles, and rocks. There were arrests. All this while Martin Luther King's message continued to ring out at a noon rally blocks away from the violence.
Martin Luther King was not just about black people, he was about equality for all people.
What's unfortunate, we want to point out, the majority of the rally was very peaceful. It was only the final moments when things erupted.
Okay, thanks, Suzanne. Marty?
The celebrations in Atlanta went much more smoothly than those here, and with a message aimed at South Africa. South African activist Winnie Mandela joined King's widow, Coretta Scott King, today. Mandela is touring the Southeast, telling of the racial tension in her country, and she is also raising money to help black children who are victims of apartheid. Mandela asked the Americans celebrating the holiday
Kid and Play. Oh, Kid and Play? Well, they would be on my music label and my fantasy movie studio. Maya Movies, of course.
Now, you are a woman who knows how to dream. Recently, I spent some time with Kid and Play. They're living proof of the value of staying in school and getting an education.
Their energetic rap, dance, hip-hop style is bringing national...
You may have seen their movie.
Give it up for Kid and Play!
Kid and Play are world-famous rappers and movie stars, but they haven't forgotten their roots. I recently caught up with them in their hometown of Queens, New York.
Now listen, you guys, you grew up in this neighborhood.